What's good? I'm gonna give a little wisdom from Warren Buffett. You see right here, Warren Buffett and Jay-Z at the reopening of the 40/40 Club in New York. And really, as far as consistent returns, Warren Buffett is like one of the greatest investors of all time. Hands down, like one of the greatest investors. But let me tell you a story about what happened in 1969 with Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett doesn't talk much, but when he does, it's well worth listening to. His sense of timing has been remarkable. 5 years ago, in late 1969, when he was 39, he called it quits on the market. He liquidated his money market management pool, Buffett's Partnership Ltd. He gave his clients their money back. Before that, in good years and bad, he had been beating the average, making partnerships grow at a compounded annual rate of 30% before fees. Between 1957 and 1969, that would have worked out to a $10,000 investment growing to $300,000 and change. Let's just look at Warren Buffett's stock dividends. He makes $118 a second, $6,731 a minute, $403,000 an hour, $9.7 million a day, $294 million a month, $3.5 billion a year in dividend income. Now let's look at Warren Buffett's net worth. At 14, he was worth $592. At 19, he was worth $10,000. At 39, he's worth $25 million. At 59, he was worth $3.8 billion. At 89, he's worth $69 billion. And I want to say this is kind of old because I want to say Warren Buffett's net worth is probably closer to $200 billion. So in fact, in hindsight, we can say Warren Buffett really didn't quit in 1969. Because look at where Berkshire Hathaway is today. See, all the investors in his partnership, he gave them two options. He'd either return all your money back or he'd give you stock in Berkshire Hathaway. And at this point, Berkshire Hathaway wasn't really worth much. But let's see what Berkshire Hathaway is worth now. As I record this video, the price of a Berkshire Hathaway stock is $529,000. And it's up 16% for the year, which would you'd be up $75,000 already for the year if you had one share of Berkshire Hathaway. But this is a good example of what happens in business. Sometimes you just have to restructure how you're doing things. You just have to pull back. You're not quitting. Like, I would say I didn't quit. Probably I'm not doing the amount of tax returns I normally do, but I'm not quitting. I'm just restructuring because there's a number of outside factors and things going on that just didn't work out the way they were supposed to this year. I sold the house in November and it was almost January before I got paid for selling the house. So yeah, that threw things off for me. And, I planned on, fixing my other house up and getting the office and that. It was already tax season by the time, I actually got some money. So yeah, I just have to work around the workaround.